Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of On the Road with Mick Thomas. It's a cold one today. I'm on Long Island to be part of the Long Island Comedy Festival in Rockville Center at the Madison Theater. I got my clothes all hanging up, ready to go. Let's hit the road. So let's have a look at the theater for tonight's show. There we go. I just realised that I've been at this theatre here before. I didn't realise it when I pulled into the parking lot. Couldn't find a space. Sold out show again. Excited about that. My green room is all the way down there. There's other comics in there right now. Comics can be very loud. Comics can be very loud and boisterous when they get together. So I like to come out, get my head together before I go on. Clear my head, figure out what material I'm going to do. I make it look easy, folks, but I put a lot of thought into what I'm going to talk about on stage. I did kind of get a look at the audience, and they might not be able to handle some of the rude stuff. Not that I do rude stuff, but maybe I'll clean it up for them. I'll clean it up for them tonight. We'll see how it goes. Let's have a look at the walk. This is the walk from the green room all the way to the stage. I have to whisper, because Mr. Brian McKenna is on stage right now. Brian McKenna, Long Island comedian, main opener for Jim Brewer. The very funny Mr. Jeff Norris. Old school guy. Raw dog. Phenomenal comic. Here with Paul Anthony. Paul is the owner, the runner, the booker of the Long Island Comedy Festival. How long have many years working with you now?
Oh God, who knows? We've been working together at least since you got into comedy.
When I started about 16 years ago.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah, 16 years ago. And how long is the Long Island Comedy Festival running?
This was our 17th year. So
17th year.
Yeah.
What was the first venue you started at?
Theater 3, Port Jefferson.
Wow, it's a big one. Yes. That's straight to the top
Famous
shelf.
for your sons.
My son's in there right now. That's all. That's
yes.
So you and so now that was your first one. So how many venues do you cover with the Long Island Comedy Festival in a year?
That's an excellent question. I would say we probably work with about 15 different venues, and we rotate our the great comedians that we work with at the different shows that we produce. But Theater 3 is one of our signature venues.
Yeah,
it's
my favorite. It's my favorite room too.
They have two rooms, so they have the upstairs and the downstairs.
And the downstairs is cool too.
Oh, it's so
the downstairs
cool.
is a great place to record a special, which has been on my mind a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
But you've been doing it for that long. That it's one, every time when I get asked to do the Long Island Comedy Festival, 100% of the time it's always a great show.
Well, I appreciate
from the
that.
comics, from the audiences to the venue. And it's local for me, so I don't have to deal with
That's right.
a lot of travel.
That's right.
You also are probably, and I don't say this often to people, like one of the hardest jobs in stand-up, and a lot of people don't know this, is one of the hardest jobs in stand-up is being the host and MC. And not many people can do it, but I don't think anyone is as good as you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
No, it's not easy,
That's
man.
very kind.
It's not easy.
Very kind. I do agree that it is one of the toughest spots, not because that's how I feel about it, but many headliners have told me that when they first started, they tried doing, having the MC spot, or that's where the clubs were hiring them, and they just never liked it. Because you're the first one out there on the stage, etc. But I don't know. That's just a good fit for me. You do the right amount of crowd work to material. You get the audience pumped. You get them ready. Yeah.
If you live on Long Island, or if you live in the tri-state, get to Long Island. A festival, the Long Island Festival doesn't mean it's only in the certain blocks. It's
It's 365 days around the
That's
whole
correct.
year.
Right.
The
We've
whole year.
redefined the term festival.
Yeah, because the New York Festival is New York City, and
That's right.
it's about 2 weeks of a festival. Paul runs his festival all year round.
Year round.
And it's never a bad show. So
Always a festival.
if you're on Long Island, come down, check out Paul, and he's on pretty much almost every show. He's one of the hardest working men I know.
Yes.
Paul, again, thanks for having me.
Mick,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
dropping in. We'll
All
see you
right.
soon.
You're the best.
All right, that is a wrap on the Madison Theater, Long Island, Rockville Center. Had a blast. So much fun seeing Jeff Norris again, Brian McKenna again, Rob Falcone, and of course, Paul Anthony. Had a blast. I wish I could have shown you some of the footage, because I did have one woman in the audience that for the first time ever, I nearly had escorted from the building. I've never really had to do that before, and I wish I'd got it on tape for you, but never know, maybe next time. But anyway, thanks for watching and listening and all that stuff again. So I appreciate it, and we'll see you again next week.